Hello, all. I am Tara. I am a spiritual coach and teacher. I've had my certification since 2010, and welcome to How to Deal with Chaos and Be Resilient series. As I've mentioned in other videos, this year was predicted in numerology and astrology to be a year of change and upheaval, and it's certainly showing up that way for us. Um, it the those prediction pieces didn't know exactly what was happening. One of the reasons that is in astrology there are pieces that we can look through history to see that there were times of upheaval or chaos based on certain planet alignments. What we couldn't see this year, or astrologers couldn't, I am not an astrologer, but I do study it quite a bit, is all of these pieces coming together this year, which can mean it's even going to be a little bit more intense than some of the astrologers might have even were thinking or predicting about. It doesn't mean we were not going to get through it. It just means that this is one of my favorite cards that I show you guys every time for this series. Is there's a lot of death, rebirth, and hope for this year. And sometimes that really doesn't feel like it. And you're like, I don't even know how to deal with this. And we may not. But things have to crumble and are crumbling. They're crumbling at record rates across the entire world. And we have to keep in mind that every time there is death, there is rebirth and there is hope. And sometimes we have to acknowledge the death. We have to say, I liked that and that's gone. Or I loved them, they're gone. It's okay to pause and actually acknowledge something passing. Maybe it's even something you didn't like. Saying, okay, this got into crumbles, so now we get to rebuild it in a different way. We get to do that. And that is where hope comes in. It comes in for our lives individually, and it comes in for the collective. This year is about death, rebirth, with hope being our through line. One of the ways that you're really it's gonna matter to you is keep checking in with where you are. On these videos and on my daily comfort videos, I use the scale 0 being you're feeling more in fear or you're feeling more in love. Where are you on that scale? It doesn't matter if you go negative. It doesn't matter if you go way positive or way beyond the 10. It's just, where are you? There's other videos that I've linked to in the description on kind of how to set up your own check-in if you haven't done your check-ins before. But the more that you can do that, you're going to get your baseline kind of where you are, and then you're going to kind of see it's going up and down. I'm going up and down too with you guys. That's part of being a human. And what it is, though, is it's by acknowledging it, we can stop the spiral of downward spiral of getting stuck in any one energy, because you're not going to be able to move and to be able to function if you get stuck, especially in a lower vibration, lower frequency energy. Now there's going to be times we're going to be in those energies 100%, and then it's how do we come out of it? How do we come out of it toward maybe even neutral, maybe toward courage, going up the scale? Oops, got something in my eye. Okay, let's do our 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Take a final deep breath in and slowly exhale. Excellent. All right, let's get to today's topic. Needed a sip of tea first. Our topic is gratitude for yourself. Now, that can be really, really hard. That can be triggering. That can seem impossible. Can you look at in the mirror and smile to yourself? Can you look in the mirror and say, I like you? Can you look in the mirror and say, I love you? Wherever you are is okay. And you can still have gratitude for yourself. If you're struggling looking in the mirror and smiling at yourself or saying that you like yourself, let alone love yourself, be grateful for 3 organs of your body. Maybe it's your heart, maybe it's your liver, maybe it's your lungs. Pick 3 organs that you are grateful for because they're keeping you alive. And the more you can do that, even if it's just once every couple of days, saying that you're grateful for 3 organs or 3 structural pieces of your body, it takes out all of the layers that we've put on ourselves. It's starting to show up for you. You are worthy of self-love, self-compassion. You are a divine being, no matter what. Right here, right now. It doesn't matter your bank account. It doesn't matter your friends. It doesn't matter what you have to wear or what you are even eating. You are a divine being. You are worthy. You are enough. Even when it's hard for you to see that. You're allowed to give yourself compassion. You have permission to show up for yourself. In all of our relationships, when we are on earth here, we have one longest relationship, and that is to ourselves. We start that relationship the moment we are born, and we continue that relationship until the absolute last moment of our earthly experience, when we go back to spirit. Think about that for a second. If you had a best friend, would you treat them the way that you sometimes treat yourself? Being critical, being unworthy? Or do you try to encourage them? Do you try to show up for a friend or a family member? Why not do it for yourself? You are important. You are worthy. That's huge, especially with all of this chaos and misinformation and disinformation and trying to tear people down coming at you. You got this. No matter what. You are here. You are showing up for yourself. That's a big deal. Just by being this far into the video is a big deal, because some part of you knows you are showing up for yourself, and you are worthy of it. You're enough. Promise, even when you can't see it. Let's do a self-hug right now, because you are worthy. You are enough. And as you think about that, let's go into our 3 deep breaths. Because again, you're here, you're breathing. That is something to be grateful for in this moment. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Take another deep breath and slowly exhale. And take a final deep breath and slowly exhale. You're worthy. You are really, truly worthy. You're allowed to like yourself. You're allowed to love yourself. If you want to go deeper, there's classes with me. You can do private session with me to figure out what to focus on for the next 12 months. You can join our community where we have a whole section of different ways that you can show gratitude, show compassion, and show love to yourself and support others, or get support yourself when you need it the most. Let's do another self-hug, because you deserve to be kind to yourself. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.